Well, the way this album started was pretty much the way all my music starts. I try and know what I want. I try and know what the story should be. I try and know that there's a beginning, middle and an end. And then I kind of go from there. Because my first album was 1972. So from 1972 up until, say, 2007, the way I would write was whatever came. So I would write lyrics first, or sometimes the music first, or sometimes both together. Sometimes I'd go from a riff, sometimes I'd go from a rhythm of something. But from 2007, I decided that I would have a definite way of going about that particular album. So 2007, I decided I would do a trilogy, and the first of that would be blues. So every song I wrote had to be blues. And the second one would be a rock, so every song I wrote had to be a rock. And then the third would be jazz, and every song would be jazz. And that was, for me, was quite interesting, because I was used to just, as I say, just doing what I want. A pop song followed by a reggae song, followed by a jazz song, followed by something that was slightly country, whatever. So it's quite a good discipline for me to put myself in that situation. But when I was doing those and albums after that, I was still writing whatever came. So sometimes music, sometimes words, and then on the last album, which came out in 2018, I think it was, I decided I would write all the words first. First time I'd ever decided to write all the words first. So wrote all the words first. I decided I wouldn't touch one bit of music until all the words were written, which is what I did. And I really enjoyed doing that. It was good. So I thought I'll do the same for this album. So that's what I did. Because each album I try and give myself a goal. So then the last album I thought it'd be quite nice if it was more acoustic sounding, because I hadn't done a lot of really acoustic sounding things for a while. And then on this album I thought it'd be quite nice if it was a lot of keyboard sounding. So that's kind of how I go about writing. The songs are about love. I write about love because that's really kind of why we're here. We're here to communicate with each other, and we feed on each other's emotions, and we express ourselves to each other, and we're trying to make each other happy or miserable depending on where you're at in the relationship, and that's really what everybody's about. Everybody's looking for somebody to connect to, whether it's a deep friendship, a superficial friendship, a deep love, a hate, whatever it is, you're looking for a person to connect with. And so that's why I write in the way that I write, because I'm writing for people. The new way of me writing is I just like doing stuff differently. I like to give myself different things to do. I don't like to always kind of do the same thing if I can help it. And I want to try and grow. I want to try and get better. I'm hoping that I'm getting better all the time. That's my aim. My aim is to be a better songwriter, not a better singer. I'm not really a singer. I mean, I sing, but I'm not really a singer. So a better musician, better arranger, better at all those things. I just try and make myself be as good as I can. So even though I'm saying, I don't think of myself as a singer still, I still want to do the best I can when I'm singing. I don't want you to think, oh, Joan's singing that song and it sounds a bit low, she doesn't really mean it. I've got to mean it, because I want you to know that the song is something that you need to connect with. So I've got to have the right emotion for it, and I've got to connect with the song as well to make it work.